The modern ones are all computers and buttons.
This one is more authentic.
In the modern ones, you sit down and it's like you're playing a video game.
They've taken and they've given us the whole bag of the ones they had left over.
So that we have a good memory of Russia.
And what do you say about this phone?
As Soviet as possible. Can I sit wherever I want?
You can, as long as it's available, of course.
Alright, thank you. That's it, we're leaving. Greetings and welcome to another video from Vorkuta Airport, where the guys just dropped us off. Hey, see you later. They've spent the last 3 days with us. Great guys, but now they're heading back to Moscow. Rama and I are returning to Moscow.
As I said, we're at Vorkuta Airport, which you can see is small. Rama.
Greetings.
Let's go!
We're returning on a special plane. We're not going straight there. We'll stop in Syktyvkar, then fly. Possibly the most legendary Soviet plane, the Yakovlev-40.
Keep watching to see what the experience is like.
Let's go!
The Yakovlev-40 is a 3-engine jet that began production in the 1960s in the Soviet Union.
Meant to update the fleet and replace the popular turboprops.
It is a small aircraft designed for short to medium distances, featuring a minimalist design that prioritizes maneuverability over speed.
It was produced from 1966 to 1981.
With 1,011 units built in total.
Which makes it one of the most popular Soviet passenger planes.
Yak-40's high kerosene use, along with the 1970s oil crisis,
Caused disinterest in the aircraft because it was not profitable. Flying in a Yak-40 is now difficult but still possible, as several dozen remain in service.
In Russia, some airlines still keep it in their fleet and use it mainly for regional routes with low traffic.
Here we'll use it in Vorkuta, a city well served by this plane.
Because it's isolated by road, you can only reach it by plane or train.
We just entered the airport and we've already been given our tickets.
We weighed our suitcases, and we almost had a bit of excess weight. But well, they charge you about €2 for each extra kilo.
They didn't charge us since they combined the suitcases.
And it showed the correct weight, so that's it.
As you can see, the airport is tiny. It's just one room. There are 2 counters, and we'll be here waiting for the flight, the only flight of the day.
So there will be about 20 people, 20 passengers.
The bus is also Soviet, you know. There you have it. Yes, you get in through. You board from the back. Yes, sir, yes. Yes, yes.
That's the first time I've seen him in my life.
They're loading the suitcases and told us to wait here. Spanish.
Keep moving and take a seat.
Can I sit wherever I want?
You can if it's available.
That's fine, thank you. Rama, sit wherever you want since our seat was taken.
It was taken.
Yes, I'm gonna sit here. Yes, yes, yes.
I've taken a look at how the seats look. Here you have them, the little table.
Kind of like aluminum.
Well, the seat moves quite a bit. It rocks quite a bit.
No button needs to be pressed.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the flight on the Vorkuta-Syktyvkar route. We'll fly at 6,000 meters and 500 kilometers per hour. A total of 2 hours of flight. The plane has 5 emergency exits, 1 at the tail, 2 at the front, and 2 at the back. Do not touch or block emergency doors. For more information, please refer to the brochure located in the pocket of your seat. Please fasten your seatbelt. We wish you a pleasant flight. Thanks for your attention.
The circular windows. Come on, they don't look anything like the modern ones anymore. They're pretty good. You can see much more, I'd say, than in modern ones. There's only one flight attendant in total.
The plane is starting up. It seems like it's already warming up the engines. That you can hear. It's this noise that you can hear.
The flight attendant asked us not to record her. They have locked themselves in there.
In that back area. I'll try to record later since it was dark before, but now there's more light.
And they gave us a little candy. Like that, right when we walked in? Drama. Do it from the seat to show what happens. You can fit all your legs there, right? How do you see? You can see without pressing any buttons. The seats are automatic reclining like this.
It's small, just enough for a backpack. Not even those new suitcases.
Watch out! Modern aviation has improved a lot, allowing more suitcases to fit. All right, well, here we go. We're moving! There's the airport and control tower, and we're going to deploy.
Come on, nice acceleration, huh? He shifted. Okay.
That's it. We're taking off. That's right. You can see the airport ahead. The rest of the hangars. We're already gaining altitude. Yes. And the city of Vorkuta. There, the distant road. And some buildings. Quite a bit more. Takeoff is horizontal, as is common in modern aviation. How should I phrase it? I mean, the tilt isn't the first thing that's usually done. This one's been softer. I don't know what the exact technical term is, but the takeoff has been smoother. Modern aviation in the new planes I've been on is like suddenly you gain altitude faster. There it is, now we're looking. We can see Vorkuta's lights in the distance again. With this set, no, and this furniture, well, these seats. We can perfectly imagine how he does. 50 years ago. And even more because this plane, this specific model, was, I think, in the 60s or 70s, if I'm not mistaken, the first time, that it started being produced
And used in commercial aviation. We can imagine how much it has changed.
Aviation through the decades when smoking was allowed here. Come on.
Look how tiny it is, right? But you have the air here.
They planned it years ago. There you go. Fresh air comes out here. Let's check if it's adjustable. Yes, no, yes, yes.
What we used to build with branches, man.
The seats are maybe a little narrow. But it's not so bad, eh? There was space. More space than on current low-cost airlines, for sure. I just realized it has a place here to hang your jacket or your shirt. Look.
A small hangar by the window.
If you're curious about the seatbelt, it's basically the same as today. The system hasn't changed much since then. You can open it like this. To finish, along with the candy, you also have your choice of still or sparkling water. I hadn't shown you before. What do the emergency exits look like? They don't reach.
All the way to the floor.
It's not at the aisle, but in the middle of the plane. There's the lever and another one beside it.
Zapata has been in this seat the entire flight.
They don't have a special seat. They sit with the passengers. Let's film the bathroom. Over here, we're in. Through this door. Wow, the noise is huge. Look. I don't know if you can hear me well. Open, closed. The toilet paper above. And here is the bathroom. Here you have the flush handle. Here is the button to call the flight attendant.
It also says don't flush in the toilet.
Paper and other things. The toilet brush. And more toilet paper. You have covers for the toilet. Here you go.
Where the bidet is, let's try to see.
Let's go. Let's try to see.
Either I don't understand it or it doesn't work.
It's a pretty small bathroom besides. It's shaped like a triangle. And well, you have lemon-scented wet wipes just in case. If you want to wash your hands in a scented way. That's it, here's the bathroom
Of this plane.
Look at the legs, right? If you hit the back of your neck. Look, they've let us record here. I've taken a look at how it looks. I mean, the bathroom is right there. And this is the space the flight attendant has to store the food she brought. For the pilot, the co-pilot, and the flight engineer who are up front. Here's a small faucet to wash your hands or drink water. Check out these Soviet-style buttons.
What do you think of this phone?
To connect with the pilot's cabin as well. Soviet as much as it can be with the switches right there. The flight attendant told me that this plane we're on is from the late 80s.
And finally, here you have where the luggage goes.
Of all the passengers. Here, tied with these ropes. And over there is the door that leads directly to the aisle where the seats are. Another thing I wanted to show you is that we're going on Bologna Airlines. Look. They have 3 instruction panels here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the plane is approaching Syktyvkar Airport. Keep your tray table stowed and your seatbelt fastened. Thank you for listening.
I was saying that I sat here to read. They have not just the instructions of what to do, but also huge contracts here. That's good. They talk about Russian laws, that you have to carry your passport with you, how to behave during the flight time, and other things. Rama, tell us a little, what have they done to you?
These are the candies the flight attendant handed out earlier on the plane. One at takeoff and another at landing.
Tell him!
She took and gave us the whole bag of the ones she had left over.
So that we have a good memory of Russia. They treated us great throughout the whole flight. Spectacular here. These candies are called Takeoff. They're Russian candies. And by the way, I don't know if it's clear on camera, but we're descending. For a few minutes now, we're also descending. Very calmly. And there in the distance, what the lights you see far away are already from the city of Syktyvkar. In total, it's going to be 2 hours. Exactly. A flight. We're about to touch down. And to land. Easy, easy. Come on, champ. The plane has done really well, gotta say. It was a very pleasant flight. We've already touched down.
Now I can finally eat one of these candies they gave us to celebrate.
Cheers to your health.
Thank you. May I come in?
Hello?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for a pleasant flight.
It looks authentically Soviet. How old is it?
50. No, 46 years. Well, I just rounded up.
Which are easier to handle, this or modern planes?
We haven't flown modern planes. Modern ones are just computers and buttons.
And this one is more authentic.
In the modern versions, sitting down feels like playing a video game. Even the steering wheel moves automatically.
Well, thank you very much. Take care.
Goodbye. Thank you very much.
Well, that's it. Mission accomplished. Now I can say,
I've flown in a Soviet Yakovlev-40 that's over 40 years old.
I'm not going to lie. Ever since I got the tickets, I was a little scared.
That week of tension?
I've tried to take it easy. And then, well, the flight was very, very smooth.
So I can't complain about those nerves.
I think that all Spaniards understand them, right? Because Yakovlev is a name we remember because of the catastrophe.
In which our soldiers died.
If I'm not mistaken, in Turkey it was a Yakovlev-40, though a different plane.
What did you think of the flight? A few words.
It's actually pretty good.
Were you excited, scared, nervous? What were you feeling before flying?
I was actually pretty indifferent, honestly.
Not like me, no!
It was quite an experience. You could tell it was old.
You can tell it was old.
It was made for another time, you know?
It feels like a trip to the past.
Honestly, it's felt like a trip to the past.
We've arrived in Syktyvkar.
Here we are.
We're here and taking a taxi to the hotel.
I'm not sure if I'll end the video now or later, but mission accomplished, as I said.
We're already in St. Petersburg.
We've returned to this city.
Oh my god, it's freezing. I just left the Arctic a few days ago. Who would have thought it's just as cold or colder here?
You have to eat pishkis during the first 10 minutes. After that, their taste will be completely different.
Interesting. We just came here with Katya. To Seni Market? No.
Yes, Seni Rhinoc?
Seni Rhinoc, which is right in the center. How do you pay the bill in Russia? Is that stereotype true that the man always pays?
If you go out with a guy who doesn't pay, what happens?